Hi guys, and welcome back to World of Tanks, and today we are in the new ISU 122S, the third of the Motherland trio. The first obviously being the T-54 Motherland, the second being the IS-2, and this is the third one. Now it is technically a tier 7 match, but I am the only tier 7 on the team, so yeah, I should do well. Spoiler alert, I don't do very well, but I'm showing you this one because I get a new medal in it. So we'll see that one shortly. I'll tell you a little bit about the ISU. It's basically an ISU 152, but it's a tier lower, and it's got a 122mm gun instead of the 152mm BL10 that the IS2 I can't even talk now, that the ISU 152 gets. Now, what makes this special is the rate of fire on this 122mm. I mean, I've got an SU-122-44, and that is known for its rate of fire on its 122mm gun, and that's about 7.5 rounds a minute. This one is 8.11 rounds a minute. It is a very good rate of fire. Standard 122mm, 175 pen, 390 average damage, 2.9 second aiming time, so not very good, and 0.41 accuracy, not brilliant. Mobility on this thing, you're looking at 43 kilometers an hour with a 600 horsepower engine. Traverse speeds 27 degrees, 350 meter view range, very poor 440 meter signal range, 90 mil of armor on the front and sides, and 60 on the rear. But I do like this tank. It's a nice little tank. And I take a hit there and donk my first shot. Yeah. I'm sure people know about that one. Now, there's a T-34-85 down there, and I've got a very, very dodgy shot on him. But I managed to hit, which is nice. And then I decided to go around this way to see if I can actually get some targets to shoot at. The last few games I played on this level, the enemy team, especially when I've started on the west, sorry, the enemy team have made a push up this part that I'm going to now. So I came up this way hoping to have plenty of targets to shoot at, and didn't. And it's just one of those examples where you sort of go the wrong way on a map, and yeah, you just don't have a very good game for it afterwards. So we've got a KV-1 here, took a bounce from him, finish him off. Nice big hit. So we'll try and get around the corner to put some shots into the flank of these guys down here. And like I say, I mean, it used to be that everybody used to slug it out in that choke point around sort of the F line roughly. Nice hit on that Cheery, but he's getting a few back on me. I don't think he's got the auto loader though. Yeah, sorry, back to what I was saying. It used to be that everybody used to sort of get, you know, at that choke point and also around that bottom corner, around J4. But like I say, the last few games where I've started on the western side, they've come through the part that I went through. Which is why I decided to come this way. Ooh, that was a nasty from the grill. Kill my driver. Finish off the Cheery, and we've got a death toaster there. The Panzer something or other 4C. I don't know if anybody can pronounce that. Managed to get a nice hit on him and finish him off. I think somebody else got a hit on him as well though. And there's that grill putting some more shots my way, and I've got very, very low health. As you can see, not a very good match from myself. Pretty poor, to be honest. You know, I managed to get my driver back up, but yeah, I'm not impressed with that. So the victory came anyway. I had a poor match, team did quite well. I did not do. But, as with a lot of premiums, I still got nearly 2,000 XP. I did nearly 2,000 damage. First class mastery, which is always nice. Blocked 890. And I got this medal, and I don't know how to pronounce it. I believe the guy's French, so I apologise to all the French people. I'm going to call it a Billots medal, or a Billotes medal. I'm not entirely sure. But it's awarded to a player that loses, destroys 2 enemy vehicles and survives the battle to victory, while receiving at least 5 different critical hits and losing 80% or more of their hit points. First time I've got that one, so that was nice, and I thought I'd stick it on to show you guys. So we've got another replay coming up in a minute, and it's in the Type 58, which is the new Chinese Tier 6 medium, I think it is. Very similar to the T-34-85. So we'll have a look at that one in a moment. So here we are, we're in the Type 58, Mountain Pass Summer Variant, Standard Battle, and it's a Tier 6 match, and I'm top of the table. Now, the Type 58, like I say, Tier 6, one of the new Chinese tanks, very similar to the T-34-85, and in fact, in the actual little blurb that it tells you about the tank, it does say that the Soviet Union sold a lot of these tanks, the T-34-76 I think it was, and the T-34-85 to China, and they were going to start production of them themselves, but I think something went wrong. They moved on to the Type 59 project, I think it was, and settled for modifications to the T-34-85s. Now, at this point, mine is stock. When it's fully upgraded, it's a little bit more manoeuvrable than the T-34-85, but it doesn't have as much penetration or damage. I think that gets 144 pen and 180 damage. This gets 128 and 160 damage, and that's when it's fully upgraded. Like I say, at the minute I'm stock, so I get 126 mil penetration, which is only 2 less, and still 160 damage, nice 12 rounds a minute. Accuracy is 0.42, so not very good, and aiming time's 2.3 seconds, so again, could be better. 55 kilometers an hour, 500 horsepower engine. At the minute, 40 degrees hull traverse and 46 turret traverse. I think that goes up to 42 and 48, which is quicker than the T-34-85. And it also gets a bigger view range. At the minute, it's 360 meters, and it goes up to 380. And as you can see there, I don't lead that target enough. I think I hit it once, but yeah, I could have done hitting it another time. So we've got VK3001H down there, so let's start punishing him. Now, I've only just got this tank, and as you can see, a lot of my shots go wide. They don't really go on target, but I managed to plant a nice one through his lower glacis and damage his engine there, and he's gone. Yeah, back to this tank. The hull, well, it's the same as the T-34, same as the Type T-34, same as the T-34-85. You're looking at 45mm front and sides, 40 on the rear. The turret, the stock turret at the minute is 90, 75 and 52, and that's front size rear. But yeah, the Chinese tanks, they are basically the same as the Russian tanks. The main difference I've noticed is less gun depression. They're normally a little bit more manoeuvrable. Ooh, KV-1 there. Put a hit into me, and I missed him. Oh, he put another hit in. Try and get him back into him and back off a bit. He's got a fast rate of fire on that gun. Yeah. Took a bounce, try and put some more into him, but my health is going down. Do not want to be trading shots with a heavy. As I was saying, yeah, they tend to be a little bit more manoeuvrable with the turret traverse and the hull traverse. Normally by sort of a couple of degrees, 3 degrees, that sort of thing. But yeah, I do like the Chinese tanks. There have been a couple of times where I've cursed the gun depression, and you do have to play them slightly differently. But I do like them all in all, from what I've tried so far. Anyway, back to this. This is T1 Heavy, join that KV. Oh, the KV is gone. So we'll put a hit into the T1 Heavy, take another hit. My driver's gone. I'm not having much luck here. What I do find with this tank is you need to try and get it into a hull down position. The hull is terrible. Nearly everything that hits you penetrates, especially at this tier. I mean, it's only a tier 6 match, and I mean that was a tier 5, and whatever hits you generally penetrates. It's not very often you get a good bounce off it. You have to really angle it, but also be behind cover. Right. The friendly KV took down another one. But yeah, I mean, I took a bounce from that KV as I was reversing back, but the front of the hull was angled very much, and I was sort of fairly behind the that little outcrop on that hill. And that's the sort of position you need to be in, somewhere you can hide your hull, or at least have it so that your hull's at such an angle that anything coming in will be an auto bounce. And really use this turret on it, you know, with the 90mm in the front. It's not brilliant, but it's very rounded. It's got a big gun mantle, so you can bounce a few shots from it, but do not rely on it. Your best bet is try and use its manoeuvrability to either duck in and out of cover, or if you find an isolated heavy, you can circle of death them, some of the slower ones. Another T-34-85 there, plant one into his back end. Surprise! Another one into him, he misses. And forward just a bit so I can keep putting him into his back. Oh, took a hit from him in return, although they didn't seem to do much damage. And another T-34-85 up there, and I think there's a Stug 3G, yeah. Not really got a shot at the Stug. I've got one at him though. Managed to put one in his side and he's disappeared off radar. At this point we're winning 11-9, but it could go either way. Try and keep that cover in between us, and I might not get spotted. No, I've not got a very good shot at that Stug. No, missed, and now I've been spotted. I've got a decent shot at that. Yeah, get one into his front, but I take a big hit and it leaves me on 20 health. Yeah, I need to move. And that was lucky that my tracks ate the shot from that Stug. Another one into the T-34-85, but he's backed off a bit. Can I get one more into him? No. Not today, and somebody else finishes him off. Right, tracks are back up. Let's get round this corner and get into some cover from that Stug's gun and see if I can light him up for my teammates that are coming up behind me. And just coming up that rise. There he is. And he's shooting at me. So let's just creep up here. And I didn't even know you can get up here. But in my panic I'm like a mountain goat. And he's lit up, but he can't shoot at me. Now, come on guys, finish him off so I can get out of here without fear of death by Stug. Oh dear. And this is about the point where I realise, I'm a little bit stuck. Try and wiggle it out and just manage to get out of there. Now we're winning 12-10 at the minute. And they're starting to cap. And on 20 health, do you know what? There's a chance I might be able to get back across to reset the cap, but I'm not going to risk it. There's only 2 of them. There's 3 of us at their cap. Yeah, I'm just going to take the safe option on this one and get some loser points. This seems to be the right time to cap, for me anyway. If those other guys want to go and kill the 2 in our base, they are welcome to it. I ain't going nowhere. So, there you go. A nice little match in the Type 58 on a Sunday afternoon. But yeah, I would recommend having a go down the Chinese line. I know I said in one of the last videos I was a bit unsure about what the earlier ones were, but yeah, the second tier one is based off the T-26, the Russian light tank. The third one is actually, I think it's the Chi-Ha, or the Chi-Ho possibly. It's the tier 3 Japanese tank, but for the Chinese it's a light tank, and for the Japanese it's a medium. I don't know why, go figure. But anyway, nice little bit of XP there, 2,500. I got 25% extra though for an op, and 10,000 extra cash. But I got high caliber, first class mastery, steel wall, and a Confederate. Did over 2,000 damage. I think my gun does 160 average. So yeah, I'm happy with that. It was a nice match, top of the table. I was happy with it, and I really enjoyed it. I am enjoying the Chinese tank line, and I cannot wait to get the 121, the tier 10 medium. That's supposed to be a pretty damn good tank. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that as much as I have making it, and if you have, don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care out there, and I shall catch you next time. See you later.